check most of the places as affected by floods ukuthi izindawo ezinjani.
Yeah.
It's your informal settlements whereby kunabantu abamnyama and which are the less privileged. You understand? That tells you something ukuthi we are always at the receiving end.
Yeah, it goes back to the living issue. Sometimes the skills work. They're not determined by ability of pass.
Exactly.
Ability of color distinctions. Sometimes the school is not for you. Sometimes you're not meant to go to fair grade 12. Sometimes you're not meant to go to heavy stipulation.
Sanibonani Dumelani Moshweni Lochane Nda. Anibingelele Siphiwe Maduma, also known as umongameli wezitufuza on all social platforms. We are bringing you another episode of Jinda, so the podcast whereby si impartial asithatha ihlangothi. Ngihamba ke ne-co-host yami Thokozani Soko, Mr. Eccentricality. Mfowethu.
Mongameli wani?
Wezitufuza.
Wezitufuza?
Yeah.
Tufuza kuphela.
Lithi yalibona le gama. Manje noma ngithi ngifuna ukulifaka ejezini lebhola lilingani yabo. So that is why vele ngibo umongameli. Ukuthi yewani sozobona ku social platform. Ngoba lithi mfowami.
Hayi, okay,
kuze kuphela ama character. So long time. Yeah.
Kucala nendawo.
Yabona ke.
Hayi, nakasho kanjalo ukuthi umongameli wezitufuza. Akabe umongameli wezitufuza ke nani nayizwela. Yeah, lona usoko umjito ulungile, umjito right, calm and collected.
Triple C.
Yeah. Triple C. Yeah, so ayiniza sicolela shem. Hayi, angazi sesiqoliso kwesigagi manje.
Apologies.
Yeah, apologies.
Yeah.
My episode awenze ngalendlela esifuna ngayo so. Siyazama kona. We push.
We're trying, yeah?
Yeah, we're trying. Noma isimo sithi kungapusheki, asa first siyapush. Ikinto esizoyenza nathi. But yeah, sanamukela ku episode nethi izomela sibe shwa ngama episode 5. Episode 5. Yeah. Because isenza nenye flop enzima. Asakhumbula ama episode number, so yeah. So sanamukela ke showing yethu. Episode number 5. Yeah. And Happy New Year.
Yeah, compliments of the new season. Compliments.
Happy New Year.
And speaking of such, unyaka usesephasa ngithi. Yeah, wonke umuntu must get their chakras aligned. Shuthi umuntu nje azijwayeze ukuthi abe nencwadi noma vision board whereby yonke into ayifisayo nayifunayo ayijothe down ukuze angazi ukuyikhohle, yabona?
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons bonke labantu ku I blew it ababhubhudla ngayo imali is because they don't have a vision board. Yeah. Shuthi nje yonke into yabo sobona phambili, yabona? So uma uyifundisa ukubhala phansi or have a list of the things or items ofisa ukuze accomplish this year, I think ikubalula.
Yeah.
Because if into yakho amounts to 5 rand, one 450, you know ukuthi ushoda nge50 cent ukuthi uthike something off the list.
Yes.
So unyaka uqala nje as-align nezinto esizifunayo, and then yazi mosumlomo uyadala ne niyekela ukukhuluma izinto ezimbi ngeimpilo zenu, ake nikhuluma izinto ezipositive.
Manifest positivity.
Exactly. Because if into uyifuna, you tell your mind that you already have it, then usebenza ukufinyelela kuyona, then uzobona wala the next thing usuyi millionaire, the next thing usuyi multi-hundred nye, because the aim is not to be millionaire kuphela, yabo, noma unama hundreds nama thousands nje aim ukuthi uprosper life yakho, yangithola iloko nje kuphela.
Net manje na so sebenzisa amagama a strong yana chakra, vision board. No. Simplify. Omunye njengeslogish, New Year's resolution asivele siyisho kanjalo nje. New Year's resolution. Lokho abama chakra sekuba complicated kakhulu.
Usho kanje?
But one and the same thing.
Into eyodwa yona
ne vision board.
Ukuthi nje ufinyelele la ufisa khona ezifisweni zakho.
Yeah, seya nangomuntu futhi ukuthi ufuna ukachieve ini.
Kahle.
Uzimisele kanjani? Because sometimes ukusitshela ukuthi ufuna ukachieve something, kuyaba no obstacles along the way. And manje obstacles futhi uloku manifest lokho, positivity. Omunye umuntu kuba ne obstacle nyana e1 abe nalo moya woku give up, athamo sekuyafana.
Ngono ngiyeke.
ubone vele uzoyekela kwamampela kanti kuba uthena angiyekeli manje it's just a minor setback ngike ngawa thathi nje ngithi kuwa nakuthiwa iwa vuma ukuthi uwe so awuthi ngibe kuleyo phase ukuthi ngiwile but ngizovuka futhi angigive up hayi ukuthi kuyafana akufani ngizamile but ngizovuka futhi
yabona speaking of give up nokuvuki impilo yendoda leyo kodwa nje siya generalize wonke umuntu must know ukuthi at some point life yakho you must have ama failures because ama failures yiwo lawo akukhombisayo ukuthi kuba ne-improvement empilweni yakho khona okuzamayo uhluleke but at the end of the day you must soldier on and kunabantu from uqala kwabisikolo bahamba ngenyawo banethwa izimvula ama-bridge awekho funa babhukude benqima ifula you understand and then at the end of the day they did not give up because they knew ukuthi at some point funa kulunge okungapheli kuyahlola so angeke kuhlale kubheda ngaso sonke isikhathi at some point izinto funa zilunge izinto funa zihambe ngohlelo so congratulations to wonke ama-class of 2023 kubaphumelele nakulabo abangaphumelelanga ngoba the aim is not to progress you understand but ukuthi ube ne-accomplishment kube khona into oyiqedile yabona if uphasile it's a very good thing usebenze ngokuyikhandla usebenze kanzima and if awuphasanga akusokuphela kohambo
yes
akhona ama-supplements there are other things you can do as well because impumelelo yethu is not to the same direction you understand angeke sonke sibe ma-engineers angeke sonke sibe ma-employees abanye bethu ufuna babe baqashi abanye funa baqashwe
yes
ngakho-ke uphasile ufailile congratulations for making it till the end yazi kuhle kanjani Thokozana uqala into uyiqede
yeah
and akukhathalekanga ukuthi ekuqedeni kwakho uqede unumber bani just like i-marathon
yeah
okubalulekile ukufika egcineni understand
inkathi abantu azifani
ayifani Priam
so ungazicompare nomunye
umuntu
ubone i-time frame accomplishing izinto ukuthi ube fast or ube slow
no
na ufuna ukusifaka lapho
ayisebenzi kanjalo
sebenzi kanjalo so kulaba ke abama-matriculants ngiyazi ukuthi khona maybe laba abebasitshela ukuthi bazophasa with a certain level or with certain distinctions and then abasawatholanga lawo ma-distinction it's the end of the world
no it's not
ukuthi I could have done better because I didn't do better sekuphelile ngami so I give up it's not the end of the road unga give up qhubeke ngalendlela because enenye into especially ma-pass rates ma-pass mark ma-distinction into enginotisile kulaba aba-give upayo in terms of isikolo nani kuba khona ama-skills and talents abanawo outside of isikolo because uba ne-aim yokuthi u-achieve maybe ku-maths and science certain level of i-pass rate thola ukuthi that's not where i-passion yakho ikhona that's not where your skills are ugive up ngesikolo only to find ukuthi outside of isikolo kunezinye izinto okude kuzo that's why manje njengoba uSiphiwe asho ukuthi we are not all meant to be engineers we are not all meant to be employers we are meant to be employees most laba abama-employers ilaba abangazange bafika kule standard ebebasete kuso most yabo ukuthi ngifuna ukuphasa ngo100 ngifuna ukuthola i-distinction ngifuna ukuba the best
ngifuna i-degree ngifuna i-PhD no
azange aba i-best leyo muntu loyo waba i-second third maybe 10th best but wakhona ukuthola other avenues outside of isikolo ukuthi abe the best kuleyo field leyo and manje they are flourishing
and you know the economical term of supply and demand shuthi lo muntu ukhone ukuthola i-demand ku-market kuthi yebo esikolweni angiperform right but la ngihlala khona there's a demand of such a source you understand and then yena waba yi-supply then izinto zonke zahlangana uyazibona so ilento leyo ukuthi you can be book smart you can be street smart and you can be both but at the end of the day I was comparing namuntu you are on your own lane doing your own thing
because the destination is always the same
it's the same Priam
and I've been shilo na last ukuthi ama-pathway to angeke afane align abesendaweni eyi-1 but i-destination ihlala kuyinto eyi-1 sonke sifuna ukuba successful sifuna ukuphila kamnandi asifuni ukuhlupheka
Yeah.
hlupheka kukho mnandi so ungajahi sometimes umele ungajahi ube patient into eyenzeke ngesikhathi somunye umuntu angenzeke ngesikhathi sakho naso isikhathi sakho sizofika ube right unga give up.
And with being patient ne, it means you understand ukuthi imizamo yakho can go to a certain limit. Yabo kunezinye izinto engekukhona ukuzicontrol. Into ongakhona ukuzicontrol awuziyeki zona zilawule wena.
Yeah.
But you let them be.
Yes.
Wena wenza ukukhonayo, other than that uyawamkela. Sesikhuluma ngalabo abaphasile. Ufuna go study medicine, space akasitholi or refunding akayitholi. It does not mean izinto angeke zisalunga. You understand? Abafundi kuba aligned ukuthi okay, for now kule time frame ya 2024 izinto azihambi kahle. But let me do something so long kuzothi makuvula ama application or kunama re-applications, then I will apply for lento engiyifunayo. But for now, let me sort out all the other things ezikhona empilweni yami engingakhona ukuzilungisa. Yabona? Because akusibo bonke abaphasile abazoyikufunda.
Yeah.
Ispace, imali, ma resource.
Futhi le mali.
Yeah.
Ayabona le mali yena i topic enzima kakhulu and sensitive. And always abo manje sese January sithulekile. Uzobona in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Last week of January, first week of February. Kuyocela i-commotion.
Makhanda amakhulu.
Yeah. Funding this, funding that, textbook, tuition fees. And into engangijabulise kakhulu, it's always abantu abamnyama. It's always laba aba underprivileged. Okay, ngasho ukuthi underprivileged only applies to abantu abamnyama, but majority abantu abamnyama abahluphekayo nge-funding. So le uphasile ngalama distinctions wakho, le course ofield ofuna ukuyifunda awunayo funding yakhona. Uzama ukuthola ama sponsor, uzama ukuthola i-funding to no luck. Ungabi nenhlanhla ukuthola leyo funding leyo. That's why uthola abanye umuntu nalawo ama distinction lawo but gezi imoto on the streets abanye bazogcina babhema nama drugs. So nje impilo ayikho fair for abantu abamnyama.
Yazi mama ukhuluma le part ukuthi umuntu abe na 3 or more distinctions bese gezi imoto. Another guy was telling his story uthi wahamba eVarsity shaya diploma yakhe wabuya izinto azihlangana. Uthi ngabona ukuthi abokunokuhlala, let me do something because the man's got to eat, right? Wavula i-tech shop waba nesipazanyana. Uthi and then he got a girlfriend. Uthi ngelinye ilanga during iquarrel yambuza le ntombi uthi kahle kahle wena bofundela ukuba my friend. So ezinye zezinto nje ukuthi izinto mazinga align abantu bavele baluze hope ukuthi ashuthi uhlulekile, yabona?
Yeah.
And when you're talking of funding it's a vast term. It goes everywhere.
Yeah.
It goes to ama funding institutions. It goes to imali zokugibela neze registration khona endlini. You understand? Yabona njengamanje I think they are returning students abane problem ye funding. You know must if you're a returning student, it's supposed to be easy because usuka khona la ekhaya last year ngithi but kunama students akhalayo ukuthi NSFAS it was awaiting results, ama status were saying pending, but manje ama statuses ayaba cancel, you understand? And there's no way abangakhona ngayo appeal. So uyabona ukuthi that person begins the first year last year supposed to go for his or her second year. The problem akusuhuye, it's the financial institution.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying when you go up to a certain extent good mina ngizokwenza lokho, but above that yekela izinto zizenzakalele, yabo, because you cannot control everything.
Yes.
Yebo wena uphasile but you cannot control the funding institution to fund you.
Yeah.
Yabona? So ngisho ukuthi imizamo yethu go to a certain extent, then other than that we must let things be. If you believe in God, let God take control. If you believe in your ancestors, let them take control. You understand? So it's a matter of going to a certain extent and let things be. That's just it.
Enye into kule eyama funding engayinotice like since ngaqala ubheka indaba zama funding ukuthi most of the time a preference, I don't know if maybe le country sikuyo i-state ngalendlela izinto zingakhona, but 90% of the time no bigger ama funding, whether ama website or ma student portals nani, the preference ihlala ekuma maths and science students. And now ubhekisisa kahle, it's as if laba abanye abantu they don't matter. If I was maths and science, you don't matter. Should you don't deserve to go study.
As manje ne society, I could say schooling system, even la eMbalenhle, most of the schools are turning into maths and science schools.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna name a few, but abantu they know them. So it's like if umntana akho ufuni enze maths and science, they ask you to take him or her out of the school, because from grade 10 it's a must ukuthi wonke umntwana ofunda lapho must do maths and science. You understand? And which is my subjects abantu abaningi abathi my subjects anzima. You understand? And so I feel ukuthi abantu, they shouldn't be judged by their ability to do a certain skill or subject. You understand? Because if you maths and science yakhulu, ungathatha geography, ungathatha another thing, ungathatha tourism. You understand? At the end of the day, ekubalekile ukuthi makuthiwa kufuna umuntu onomatikuletsheni ube nomatikuletsheni. You understand? I know ukuthi maths and science, it covers 98% of the careers out there. You understand? Uma maths and science unama options amakhulu, because you can fit anywhere at some point, yabona. But kunabantu abangebaze bazikhona lezo zinto. What about them?
Yeah, it goes back to lento engisho ukuthi sometimes ama skills wakho they're not determined by ability of pass.
Exactly.
Ability ukuthola ama distinctions. Sometimes isikolo is not for you. Sometimes you're not meant to go to fika grade 12. Sometimes you're not meant to go to have a certificate. That's why even ama billionaires, whether America or Lamzans, azange bafika ka matric. Abanye bafika ka matric but pass rate now
uya phambili
30% nje pass rate ebhedayo, but they found other skills outside of isikolo and baflourish. So kuloko ke kusho ukuthi nangabe imaths and science yakudlula awukwazi mhlambe understand comprehend, should have no future unless you find some other way ukuthi khona ukuharness ama skills wakho and make it without leyo maths and science.
As into enkulu ne angifuna abantu ba misinterpret what you are saying. I don't want people to say it in a city ingane azingafundi, izingane azingayenzi maths and science, but esikushoyo ukuthi in order for you to survive in the real world, it's either uyafunda or uba ne skill. Ma uba ne skill, which means kufuna ube umuntu wezandla. You understand? Kufuna ube umuntu wengqondo. You must bring solutions to problems. But if you can't do the two, then showcase funa ufunde na kanjani, make sure ukuthi you survive in the corporate world. Because if awukho creative, you won't survive la ngaphandle, yabona. So umuntu akabe ne skill, akhona ukucabanga noma focus esikolweni, yabona. Because baningi abantu outside of school, you understand, who made it big. And they made it big to such an extent that everybody is asking themselves questions ukuthi ufike njani la lo muntu ngoba wayeka ka grade 9. You understand? But it's the will to soldier on noma kunzima. So unga give up esikolweni and then quit everything else, then angeke kuze kuhlangane. Funa nje ubuyeke esikolweni, know very well ukuthi une strong point into ezokwenzela imali noma ezokunikisa phambili. You understand? It's like quitting ka grade 10 just because you can't pass your maths and physics, but going to the local mechanic to teach you how to do mechanics. Uyabona ukuthi lapha ulahlekelwanga, because you are taking a skill. And you are taking skills esizokwenza ukuthi ungalali ungadlanga. Uyabona? At some point uzofunda ufunde neimoto ezintsha ezifikayo, whether ze petrol or whether ze electricity, uzogcina uzazi because you are a mechanic, right?
So and I think that's the thing, each generation yethu eyaba ne fault, yaba ne mistake ukuthi you understand ekhayini kunzima. Mhlambe we i breadwinner abazali abasekho. Mele ubheke isikolo, mele ubheke ekhaya. Isikolo asikunikezi lento oyidingayo ukuthi ukhona ukunakekela umndeni wakho. Ubona ngathi isikolo senza kancane, so decide ukuthi uyekele. But in that process of decide ukuthi uyekele, awuzazi ama skills onawo, awuzazi ukuthi ugudi uphi. Uvele uyekela uthi hayi ngifuna ukufuna umsebenzi, ngizobona ukuthi ngenza njani. Only to find ukuthi in the real world ayikho into wena okugudi kuyo, into abangakubona unevalue kuyo to the point ukuthi bafune ukukuchasha.
Awukhona ukuthengisa,
awukhona ukwakha something, awukhona uyekela isikole because isimo sasendlini. Or abanye ke ama-reasoning engawezwa ukuthi hayi umem Sibanibani akangithandi washo vele ukuthi mina ngizofeyila.
I will amount to nothing.
Amount to nothing. Ngafeyila vele shuthi ngafeyliswa wuyi. Shuthi kumele ngiphume kule sikole lesi ngoba akangithandi. So ukujahela ukuyekela isikolo ungazazi ukuthi ufuna ukuthi uyokwenzani. Now uthi bheke intanga zethu manje. Bonke bayekela ngalo ma reasons lawo. Ukuthi amo sikusizana. Ukusizana kwakhona akanayo i-backup, akanawo ama-skills ukuthi a backup lokusizana I'm sure.
Umuntu just said kuyafana. But mawuthi yambuka langa liyaphuma liyashona
ayikho khona ukuyenza.
Uthi gubha umgodi uyakhala. Wazufunda i-plumbing hayi. I-wiring hayi. Ubani ulungisa imoto hamba lapha hayi.
And that's why generation yethu yaba ne fault. But ke generation yamanje and thanks to advancement in technology sebangakhona manje uthi bakwenze lokho. Internet ikhona, ama tutorials, anything
you can learn anything over the internet.
Skills
so ukungazi, it's not a matter of not being taught, it's a matter of ignorance. Because we've got all the tools now.
Khona ama tools. And it doesn't matter ukuthi iskill isiphi leso, whether iskill esifuna 5 years university or
but you can learn it faster and efficiently
and in the comfort of ifoni yakho esandleni sakho la uyakhona ukuzenza lezo zinto. So I think going forward whether or not ama 2K ayaphasa or awaphasi, I don't think ukuthi lama levels akhona manje azoba ne effect lithi intanga zethu esiphethe ngayo manje. Noma ngathiwa uyafeyila standards wakha low or awekho up to par, angeke ufane nomuntu ongana nix.
Exactly,
because ama platforms akhona ukuthi ube nama skills ukhona ukuzimikisa phambili now. And umuntu angaflourisha uze ucompare nomuntu obekaphasile anama marks wonke bheke lo ongaphasanga usitshela ukuthi lona waphasa waba right, unothi ufine ukuthi lo muntu ozangenze nisi wavele wayekela or wavele wafeyila kanjalo thatha ifoni yakhe or computer yakhe ufunda ama skills or progress empilweni. So nje generation yamanje I hope ukuthi benza kanjalo ayi ngoba ikhona.
Abona another thing like mina engifile ngathi ivula igap kakhulu kule nto ye education, it's the lack of financial literacy. Because yabona another thing, isizwe simnyama mostly kakhulu yibona abantu abasaba imali but bafuna ukuba nemali. Uzoba kanjani nento isabayo? Because into mawuyisaba awuyi-challenge, into mawuyisaba iyachela kuwe nawe uchela kuyo ngoba uyayisaba. Into mawuyisaba awuyihloniphi, because you cannot have fear and respect in the same room. It's either you fear something or you respect it. So if you fear it, respect moves out of the room. So another thing is school and promote, besides teaching us about the do's and don'ts of whatever curriculum they are teaching us about, I think they should mainly focus on financial literacy. I think kungasizakala abantu abaningi, because umntwana will learn at an early age ukuthi yabona njoba ngifunda, if ngingazicala manje ngithengisa iphakethe lama chips ka grade 8, by ka grade 10 maybe I would have a shop la sengithengisa khona mangishayisa or ngithengisa umalumama ongasebenzi. Mangifika ka grade 12 I would have saved the 4,000 ukuthi ngiyoregister if I want to go to varsity. You understand? Shuthi wenza inqondo yomntwana ukuthi ibe advanced, ukuthi yebo izinto azikho right but funa ngidayise. Phela manje mawuthengisa abantu baqabanga ukuthi kuthengisa umuntu oswele. You understand? That is why if ungathola umuntu apaki M2 yakhe,
especially location.
Exactly. Uthola umuntu apaki M2 yakhe lapha emarobotini athengisa amabhontshisi, uzwa abantu sebathi uhlulwa installment ufuna ukubhatala ngala mabhontshisi. Thola ukuthi lo muntu uphila fresh. Net is trying another source of income. You understand? So sina lento leyo ukuthi umuntu odayisayo uyahlupheka.
But the financial education, I don't think it will ever be part of curriculum. Leyo kuzabe responsibility yethu ezabazali
as a parent ne
ukuthi uzenzele yakhe curriculum khona uthole nje i-work around ezo sort of integrate nale schooling system le abazabe bayifunda ngaleso sikhathi, noma sa homeschooling inyana ukhona ukumcalisa at the early age understand lezo zinto lezo so that by the time akhona ukuhlakanipha mhlawumbe ukunikeza pocket money ayisave enze something ngayo because esikoleni there's no way.
But you understand ukuthi as parents you cannot teach something kwawena ongayifundanga.
Yeah,
because kunama parents okumanje they still fear man.
Yeah.
Mawukhuluma ngemali nje ukuthi ish yazi hey ngafuna ukuzwa next.
Yeah.
You understand? It's because I relationship abafundiswe ngayo ngemali. Ukuthi imali inamandla kanti wona amandla over imali yabona. So mawukhuluma ngemali uyamstressa uyamthusa kahle kahle yabona. Kodwa lo wangayihloniphi kanje imali wakhuluma ngayo ngathi yabo. So you cannot teach your kids something you don't understand yourself. You must first unlearn the skills you learned as a kid. And then try to master these new skills, and only then you can pass it on to your kids. Yabona.
So logo again irresponsibility yethu as the generation yamanje because abazali bethu bahlulekile and ukuhluleka kwabo basifakelile nathi kancane but thanks to ukuchintsha kwezinto we are slowly unlearning zonke lezi zinto abasifundisa zona nama beliefs wabo especially towards imali. So going forward vele izinto zizochinja and nathi mele sibe nalento leyo ukuthi okay lokho siyakwazi or sibelieve ukuthi siyakwazi but there's always a different perspective to izinto esizaziyo.
There's always a room to learn. I always tell myself that thing which you can never know enough.
Mele usifundise uba open minded
kahle
cool
every week ufuna kube nento oyifundile. It doesn't matter how small it is, but funa kube nento nje uthi as this week ngifunde something into kanje. Then you are giving yourself that room yokuthi learning is acceptable. Kuvumelekile ukuthi ufunde izinto ezithize ngasikhathi esithize yabona. So we must always leave a room to learn. Ephela arage esizulwini cishe ngathi loom kanti room to learn
because manje zonke lezi zinto lezi and especially ngizophinda for special abantu abamnyama they're always at the end of the receiving bathini kanje yabo English
the receiving end.
At the receiving end of yonke into ebhedayo. So ukungabi na wonke lama skills lawa it leads to inkinga eziningi especially i-crime leyenza ukuthi South Africa ibe yimbi kanjena.
Checka manje ne checka zonke izindawo, not zonke, check most of the places as affected my floods ukuthi izindawo ezinjani. It's your informal settlements whereby kunabantu abamnyama and which are the less privileged. You understand? That tells you something ukuthi we are always at the receiving end. Yonke into embi yenzeka kuthina it's because of inkolelo esinazo. We do not want to unlearn a lot of things because check ama floods waseJozi. They started in Alex ne? Check the structuring in Alex. Check the structure of Alex. You understand? Abantu are cramped in small spaces just because they are trying to make means end. But njalo makwenzeka iphutha kushona inani elikhulu labantu limala abantu abaningi. You understand? So it's about time le group ekhona manje Alex they learn new things ezokwenza ukuthi their kids bangabi from Alex. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being in Alex or being from Alex. You understand? But engusho ukuthi
quality of life
impilo funa bayibone and that you're surprised Sentin is too near to Alex.
Ukhomba ngesandla.
Into engishoyo. So kids funa baphokophele ukufika ngale on the greener pastures. You understand? But ukuze bafika lapha we must first change beliefs. But you can change your belief angakuyichange ibelief endaweni yecrime because wonke umuntu ophumelele umuntu ogangayo. You understand? Wonke umuntu ophila impilo right umuntu involved ku crime somehow. Abantu abasebenzayo uyabona ukuthi they are living from hand to mouth. You understand? They are feeding off crumbs. Then uvela ubona ukuthi masifithi into yokuphila vele nami angene ebugebengeni yabona. But that is something we must unlearn. Yabona. Some guy said the rich are awake or the poor are awake because they are hungry. The rich are awake because the poor are awake. What if we can feed? If we can feed everybody, then there will be no need for us to stay awake. Indlela bayichaza ngayo ukuthi abantu abamnyama balalo ngoba balambile.
Yeah.
abelungu nabo balala ezindlini zabo ngoba abantu abamnyama balambile
They feel
and abalali
unsafe.
ngoba basaba ukuthi izobangenela ngithi
Yeah.
wathi but makungaba nokuhwebelwana si share izinto evenly then akekho umuntu ongekazalali because nami ngisuthi angeke ngize kakho you understand so lezo yizinto we must unlearn and learn ukuthi yazi ukuthini la esikhona for now because lento esishile ecaleni ngithatha umuntu ufuna abe nesineke azi ukuthi iphase iyandlula for now la ngikhona ku right but funa ngiphume la you understand ekuhambeni kwesikhathi I must move kule ndawo le ilapho kuzoqala khona ukushintsha mindset ukuthi okay abantu abaphila grand bayaganga but bangena bayaphuma ejele
Yeah.
angifuni leyo mpilo ngifuna impilo straight yabona so mina ngizama ukuthini ngifunda iskill ngidayise ngisebenze ngizokhona ukuphuma la you understand because ukukhuluma iqiniso Rome wasn't built in a day Brian
Yeah.
yabo and esuse nale mentality njengabantu abamnyama ukuthi wonke umuntu ophila impilo ayifisayo uthwele akusiyibo bonke
Yeah.
you understand yeah so
Hard
ukuze
work.
sifike kule mpilo right ufuna sisebenze kanzima si unlearn a couple of skills learn new skills then sizophila right
And upon learning those skills, asishare. Ungagodli
nothing beats sharing Brian nothing beats sharing
ungagodli ukushare. Now ubona ukuthi une skill, iskill sakho yazi ukuthi singa uplift abanye abantu. Now ubona someone who's in need, someone owaziyo ukuthi anga benefit from lento yazi. Share the skills. Because akusi competition sonke kumele siphilisane siyazi ukuthi sonke sifuna ukuphila kahle mara ukuphila kahle kwethu starts from someone lo someone kumele share na someone because naye zanga vele azazi lezo zinto khona la asithatha khona so ngaleyo mindset leyo kumele kube nalento ukuthi okay akunanix ngifuna ukwenza something ngicala kuphi la uzobe uqale khona someone uzoba ku position efana neyakho in a few years. So ibana lento ukuthi okay since mina nganginje ngiya understand ama hardships ukuthi ngingabe na nix angifuni ukuthi abanye abantu bachubeke nale hardship le ngakhula nayo let me share information enginayo let me share my skills share konke lokho enginako isizane upliftane
siphambili
ngabi i vicious cycle every time ukuthi umuntu omnyama this umuntu omnyama that into negative always
yazi omunye umfana ngi-approach uthi angibonile you guys are busy with the podcast ngithi sure it's okay ngifuna ukusosa ama-cameras ngithi mina mamela yabona for i-pointless sourcing you must take something into consideration kuqala somewhere ngithi angeke uthi uzorenta but uyaqala start with what you have
yeah
ngithi for an example thenga ama-tripods qeda ukuthatha ama-tripods sebenzisana ama-cell phones ngikhipha equality ngithi the more nithola your views your whatever if niyathengisa or whatever nithola i-marketing kuzothi mase kuba right kancane ni-advance niyaphambili wachazi mina ngicabanga kanjalo mina bengithi vele funa sithole professional cameras sithole your lights your whatever ngithi no
and that's another thing ngathi yonke into sihlale siyifuna seyi-perfect sekuyi-finished product
ngithi you have to start somewhere
umuntu aphila kahle singamazi ukuthi usukele phuthele njani sifuna ukuzibona sesiphila right nathi
sesiphila naye futhi kokunye
siphila naye
hayi Brian le mina ngiyayazi qalisela manje yabo izinto ezikanjalo so as I was saying to the kid good no don't rush yabona mawujaha equality equipment you will forget equality of content
yes
focus on the content equipment will improve as you improve ngithi akekho umuntu ethezi isuka nje boo blow up you have to start somewhere what you know ngikuzwile and ungitshele something engayicabanganga ngathi if you need guidance we are here sikhona siyayenza lento uyasibona if you need tips or you need us to be around we can assist where we can yabona
it's part of sharing
but funa uqale somewhere you understand
and calling somewhere doesn't mean calling big calling small naloko nako yazi usakhuluma le content over quality and uthe awusafuna ukukhuluma ngaye ngicabanga the likes of abo Sayen Buji kanje na uthi yabheka i-content yakhe ubheke ne-quality ele content yakhe okay sharp content le body yakhe
ngithi mayela ama-content maningi yabo
maningi ama-content
khona le enye ya-75k sona usho yipi content ngikhona le ya-75k
seyisho le the part of DJ because as as many as like other my skills. DJ akusinto vele perfect man.
Yeah.
It needs practice. Ding is cut. So now bheka i-content yakhe visual. Now bheka ama-video wakhe. Yasho ukuthi quality elana. Yabona nje yonke into ukuthi kusharp.
Izonphaba.
Nawe uze ujule ufune ukuba kule level
akuyo.
But uyibheka from face value ukuthi quality from ithombe not quality content. The other type of content. Now uthi amamelisisa leyo content leyo oyibona bayidepicta lapha. Akumahashi lapha.
Yeah.
Bese it goes back to lo muntu lona if ujahele ukuba yi-superstar and already uku-superstar level from ama-bookings awatholayo. Nawe nawubheka i-booking list yakhe, i-gig guide yakhe, uyasho ukuthi lo muntu lona asho ukuthi u-blind, uyayenza imali serious. But nawubheka i-quality yale content ayinikeza labantu abambukhayo, it's not up to par. So wena urashela ukuthi ugcwalise ama-stage, ugcwalise ama-line-up, ma-poster yonke lento, but i-quality yakho ayikho
Content yakho.
Yabona? So with that being said ke njengoba usasho ungajahi ukuba perfect, ungajahi ukuba the best. Qala kahle from scratch, ungazenza bo sign bush. Ngajahile ukuthi uye lapha bese ufika ushaya amahasho ukodisa abantu bakaphe ngamabhodlela.
As at times I've seen this a lot ngama event organizers. Sometimes they like you as a person but not what you do or how you do what you do.
Yeah.
You understand? So esikhathini esiningi umuntu usuka athanda wena nje ukuthi abo mangazibona around lo muntu oso ngithatha izithombe abantu babona ukuthi bengihost umuntu kanje abantu bazongihlonipha yabo, only to find out ukuthi lo muntu maseka fika umhoster yebo uyayibring vibe but i-content.
Yes.
You understand? Because as much as abantu basho ukuthi you cannot pour from an empty cup, ne? Sometimes abantu they go for how the cup looks like than what's inside the cup. You understand? So abantu ukuthi hayi kona ku grand mabangibona ngiphethe le cup ngiseqeleni komuntu ophethe le cup ngizothola exposure right, forgetting ukuthi what's in the cup.
Yes.
You understand? And yabaningi abantu abanaleyo inkinga leyo. Baningi.
Influence.
Ngamusho omunye wala lokushini na is a DJ but no pun intended. No pun intended.
You understand? Ukhona dedicated kuloyo so asishiyele kuye leyo.
Uyabona? So into engishoyo ukuthi babajaha quality but i-content ayikho.
Yeah.
And which is wrong yabo, because yabona ukukhuluma iqiniso mabakubhukhile bakubhukhela ukuthi thina sikhona masifika lapha we expect you to deliver. Because besides nje ukuthi kunama entry fees funa usihloniphe nathi ethi nisibiza ngama fans, funa usihloniphe as your fans masifika lapha or as your followers sizokusupport. You understand? So abantu ba abuser i-fan base or i-followers base ukuthi abantu abangilandelelayo baningi, so noma ngingenzani they won't go anywhere baningi.
Yeah.
You understand? And ethola ukuthi vele we like you as a person but i-content yakho
yaba undermine
ayikho.
Yabona respect enough ukuthi banikeze equality.
And another thing bengina ke emajiteni kakhulu from the likes of Fotembi Nkosi Lodge ukuthi he's a good superstar but he got case assault shaya intombi yakhe ngempama or whatever that happened because it's allegations. I was not there. You understand? But that thing almost ended his career. You understand? And then kwayena jiki usayena sekuthiwa ushaya imanager yakhe. So ilezinto ezingazipromote just because you're on a certain level or in where you think you are. You shouldn't devalue abantu abasebenza nawe or who are around you. For instance, who beats up their girlfriend at this time of age, you understand? Or at this level, ubani ushaya umuntu wesifazane, you understand? At some point, izinto lezo we must unlearn ukuthi violence is not the key. Now you saw her to shaya manager yakhe, you understand? But because she's a female, indaba yakho iyasofnishwa up, iyabrushwa up kuthiwa no. Yeah, way. But if sibuyela ngale kulosh career yakhe icishe yaphela because he got suspended from playing football, you understand? And then uma ungasadlali phela abantu abakuboni okay noma kungathi uyahola just because babhayindwa i-contract but ususondele kakhulu ekutheni career yakhe iphele. So abantu must be as professional as they can. You understand? Violence has never been the answer and it will never be. Funa nje abantu bazihloniphe, bahloniphe nabantu abasebenzisana nabo.
Hayi asivaleni kanjalo ke. Naka imvula siyasiphazamisa.
Yabona for today.
Hayi
today siyayivala. Liana manje ayisekho into esingayenza. You'll catch us on the next episode. We're not sure of the guest, but surely we will have a guest. And there, don't forget to like, subscribe, nisifake na watch list. Nishare futhi angithi ngoba kubalekile lokho esikwenzayo sikwenzela thina nani. So kubalekile nani ukuthi whatever that eniyitholayo la eniyibona i-resourceful nenza lento ekuthiwa maskits angithi nifake einkundleni zokuxhumana. From me Siphiwe Maduma, umongameli loyo. Ngithi siyayivala ke sino Mr Eccentricality usoko. Danko.
Like and subscribe. Danko.
AK. Angiphazamisa mani kuseTV. You wanna spar one?